Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider Nation. I think we all seen this coming, Raider Nation. I think we all seen this situation happening. Um, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, according to Tom Pelissero, that John Gruden is officially plans to resign as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach. Now, if this is the way I wanted him to go out, no. But did I want him fired after this season? Yes. So when it comes to this situation, right? It's a lot to take in. It is a lot to take in, and more emails came out. Ladies and gentlemen. So make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's surprising. I was not expecting him to be fired for something that he was, well, not fired, but resign as the head coach. I wasn't expecting, I was expecting him to be fired by the end of the year. I was expecting him to be fired by the end of the year because of his coaching, not because of what transpired with these emails. So so it's official. According to Tom Pelissero, John Gruden spoke with the Raiders owner Mark Davis a short time ago and informed Davis of his decision. It's official. Gruden is out of Las Vegas. More news is coming out stating that the NFL investigation into the Washington football team didn't take down Daniel Snyder, but takes down John Gruden, whose brother Jay was fired by Snyder 2 years ago this week. So, yeah, he quit. He resigned. That's exactly what happened. He resigned. He didn't get fired. He resigned. He resigned as the Raiders head coach. And I had a feeling this was going to happen. I had a feeling that this was going to happen. I thought he would be fired for his performance as a head coach. But to be fired for 10-year-old emails, I think, not fired, but resign, it has to be something more to this, ladies and gentlemen. It has to be something more to this. And it sucks. It sucks that it had to take emails that happened 10 years ago that he wasn't even a part of the organization for him to to resign. It doesn't make any sense to me. Something is bigger in the reasoning why that he decided to resign. The emails was crazy. The emails was ridiculous, y'all. The emails was ridiculous. But why do y'all wait 10 to 12 years to expose emails of a coach? I knew he was possibly going to be fired, but he's resigned. He has stepped down as the Raiders head coach. John Gruden has resigned. But my thing is this. Even he's not fired, y'all. He's not fired. Did I want him? I get it. But I don't know if Gruden leaked them or not. I'm still looking at the tweets, y'all. I'm still looking at the tweets. Raiders owner Mark Davis arrived at the team facility a couple hours ago and went to find John Gruden, per source. Two men met and Gruden is no longer the Raiders head coach. Victor Ford just tweeted, John Gruden informed his staff and plans as the Raiders head coach. It happened. I don't know who's going to be the interim head coach, but this is crazy. I definitely was not expecting this. I wasn't expecting this long. I was not expecting this early. They're not going to get rid of Carr, so stop it. Stop it, Dominique 5. I love you to death, brother, but they're not getting rid of Carr. They're not getting rid of Carr. But within 5 weeks, I was expecting Gruden to be fired at the end of the season. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting him to be fired by the end of the season if we didn't make the playoffs. That was my thing. But for him to step down, and more emails came out, including anti-gay and other slurs, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Knowing that you do have a Carl Nassib on your team that just came out that he was gay. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I think those emails that happened 10 years ago, 12 years ago, it is what it is. I did say hashtag fire John Gruden, but John Gruden didn't get fired in this situation. He stepped down. And I knew that once those extra emails came out about him, I knew he was going to. I knew that he was going to resign. I knew that he was going to resign. I knew it for a fact, Raider Nation. I don't know who leaked it. But it's been extra emails sent out. It's been extra emails sent out. Now we have to figure out what's next. Sad, but I was expecting him to be fired by the end of the season. Let him play this season out. And if he doesn't make the playoffs, then I'll say fire Gruden. But he stepped down. He didn't step down because of football relations. He stepped down on something that happened 10 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. He stepped down after something 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And it's surprising, man. It's very surprising to see that this happened, Raider Nation. I'm listening to, Samoan Raider is live right now. A lot of the Raiders YouTubers are live right now. Captain Jack is live. The Unfiltered Truth is live. Top Notch Sports is live. Everybody is live, man. Everybody is live. Spotlight, I thought he finished the season, but I guess not. So more importantly, who would take his place? I don't know. I don't know who would take his place right now. If you want to do it right now, you have to put Gus Bradley as the interim head coach. You're going to have to do it. It make Greg Olsen the offensive coordinator. I just don't know what happens now with these Raiders, man. I just don't know what happens because this is sickening, man. This Gruden ain't going nowhere. Well, Greg Alvarez, I don't know what you missed out, Greg Alvarez, but it's official, bro. It is official. And I'm gonna pull it up on Twitter for y'all, man. It's official. John Gruden has resigned. He didn't get fired. He resigned. That means he stepped down. But for him to say what he said in those emails, even though that was 10 years ago, about anti-gay, about, women and stuff like that, I just love that. Yes, it's true. I'm about to pull it up on Twitter right now. I'm about to share my screen right now, and I'm not surprised, y'all. I'm really not surprised that he was going to resign because of this. So let me share my screen real quick. But before we do that, let me just set this up. Hold up. Let me just set this up real quick. Let me change my background real quick. Okay. All right. So let me just pull up the tweets for y'all real quick. I'm about to share my screen. I was supposed to be sleeping, man. I was supposed to be sleeping and I was laying down, and this came through. This came through and I was not expecting it at all. So I don't know if y'all see these tweets, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if y'all see them, but life moves fast. Adam Schefter right here, he posted it. The Raiders owner Mark Davis arrived to the team facility a couple hours ago and went to find John Gruden per source. Two men met, and Gruden is no longer the Raiders head coach. It is true, y'all. It is true. Whoever the head coach is will not want Carr. They want to have their guys, so Carr will be gone after this season. I don't think Carr will be gone after this season. I don't think Carr will be gone after this season. I'm not. I want to see Savage. It's a difference, bro. King Savage is a difference. I wanted him fired after the season, but for him to resign because of something that he didn't do as a Las Vegas Raider head coach, this is completely different. This is completely different, in my opinion. So King Savage, yeah, I wanted him gone. But did I want him gone like this? No. I did not want him gone for something that he did 10 years ago when he wasn't with the Raiders. I wanted him gone as a production, as a production of a coach, not because of what he did before he became the Raiders coach. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? It's sad to say that this happened. So, I mean, this is one thing you need to learn from this. Whatever you send out into the world and is derogatory, just imagine the backlash that could happen. I want to know what made these people, especially Wall Street Journal, what made these people put these emails out after 10 and 12 years. But I could understand why he resigned. Because if you have anti-gay stuff in those emails and the disrespect of women, which is monogamous or whatever you call it, I can understand why he stepped down. Because I don't think it's woke nonsense. I don't think it has nothing to do with being woke nonsense. But once more emails came out about being anti-gay and being disrespectful to women in those emails, I was like, okay, something might really happen here. Something might really happen. It's sad that we have to get this right after the loss against the Chicago Bears. Right after. I knew Gruden, but there's nothing to be woke about on this. He made a mistake. He made a mistake, and now he has to pay for it. He showed up. He showed up. I mean, Mark Davis had to do what he had to do, but John Gruden stepped down. And that's crazy because those emails was exposed today, not even like a couple hours ago. So shout out to Trucker Mark USA. He says $5 goodbye, John. Not because of the article, because he can't coach. He is not a big time coach. I was expecting him to be. I was expecting Mark Davis to fire him at the end of the season. I was expecting that. But right now, I don't know how these players are going to react. I don't know how these players is going to play. Mind you, we got Denver on Sunday. We have Denver on Sunday. So make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I am in complete shock. But I'm not in shock that, you know, I don't know where he's digging. I don't know where they're digging these emails from. I don't know where they're digging them up at. I have no clue. I have no clue where they're digging these emails up at. I'm just following the tweets that was sent out to me. It doesn't say who's the interim head coach is yet. It does not say. I don't know why you say buffering. I'm not buffering because I'm looking at myself. I'm not buffering. One more down. How many more to go? I don't know. I really don't know. The players are probably going to be better. I don't know. So Ian Rappaport tweeted that the NFL has been waiting for Raiders' response to John Gruden's emails. Gruden responds and telling his staff that the players that he is out in an incredible fall. Wow. This is so okay. So this is NYT Sports. So according to NYT Sports, they say a troll of emails reviewed by the New York Times showed the Raiders coach John Gruden went beyond previous disclosed racist comments to issue broad tirades against gay people, women, and the concussion safety of the NFL. So I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this off to y'all. So a troll of email is a separated workplace of misconduct case that shows Raiders coach John Gruden went beyond previous disclosed racial comments to issue a broad of tirades. Now, when the vaulted NFL coach John Gruden was confronted with a racist email that he had sent back in 2011 to insult the head of the players union, he says that he went too far, but he didn't have a blade of racism in him. I'm telling you about this right now, man. I'm telling you about this right now. You don't have to believe it, Richie Raider, but that's exactly what it is. That's it. This is exactly what it is. Hold up. And I'm reading the article right now. And it's saying that, but the league officials, as a part of the separate workplace of misconduct investigation, that they did not directly involve him and have found that Gruden, now the Las Vegas Raiders coach, casually frequently unleashed homophobic language over several years to people around the game and to mock some of the league's moments changes. He denounced the emergence of women as referees, the drafting of a gay player, and the tolerance of players protesting during playing the national anthem, according to emails reviewed by the New York Times. Gruden's messages were sent to Bruce Allen, the former president of the Washington football team, and others while he was working for ESPN as a color analyst during Monday Night Football in the Sports Network weekly primetime telecast of the NFL games. In emails, Gruden called the league commissioner a faggot, a clueless anti-football pussy, and that Goodell should have pressured Jeff Fisher. He said he should have pressured Jeff Fisher, then the coach of the Rams, to draft queers as a reference to Michael Sam, a gay player chosen by the team in 2014. In numerous emails during the 7-year period ending the early 2018, Gruden criticized Goodell and the league for trying to reduce concussions and said that Eric Reed, a player who was demonstrated during the players of the national anthem should be fired. In several instances, Gruden used homophobic slurs to refer Goodell to offensive language to describe some NFL owners, coaches, and journalists who covered the league. Gruden, Allen, and the NFL and the Raiders did not immediately respond to the request for the comment. Wow. Although not with the team at the time, Gruden was still influential in the league and highly coveted as a coach. He has won the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in 2002 season. And in 2018, he was hired as a second stint coach for the Las Vegas Raiders franchise, which includes Carl Nassib as the first active NFL player to publicly declare that he's gay. The league said last week that it shared emails with the Raiders, which Gruden made derogatory comments. Gruden told ESPN on Sunday that the league was reviewing emails in which criticizing Goodell and explaining that he has been upset about the team owner's lockout of players in 2011 when some of the emails were written and Gruden had to interview that to use as an explicit refer to Goodell that he so because of disapprove of Goodell's emphasis on player safety, which he believes was scaring parents into steering their sons away from football. But Gruden's behavior was not limited to 2011. Gruden exchanged emails with Allen and other men that included photos of women wearing only bikini bottoms, including one photo of a Washington football team's cheerleader. Wow. This is crazy. This is crazy. Gruden also criticized President Obama during his re-election campaign in 2012, as well as the Vice President Joe Biden, which is the president now, who Gruden called a nervous, clueless pussy. Wow. I'm just mind blown about what I'm reading here. He used similar words to describe Goodell and DeMaurice Smith, the executive director of the NFL Players Association. The league is already investigating Gruden as a result of another email he wrote to Allen back in 2011, in which he used racial terms to describe Smith, who is black. In the email, Gruden, who write and worked for ESPN at the time, criticized Smith's intelligence and used a racial trope to describe his face. A corresponding was first reported by the Wall Street Journal and confirmed by the New York Times. Wow, this article is just getting longer and longer of the New York Times. This is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't listen. I wanted him to be fired for. This is my initial response, man. This is my initial response to this. Yes, I wanted John Gruden fired, but I wanted John Gruden fired as a head coach, not as a racist. This is the difference, y'all. Y'all say, "Oh, Darian, spotlight, you got your wish." I didn't get my wish because I wanted him to finish the rest of the year. And if he didn't produce a product on the football field, I wanted him fired. But for him to resign, I'm not about to have a good night's sleep. But him to resign going into week 6, knowing we have to prepare for a divisional rival game in the Denver Broncos, it was the wrong time. It was bad timing. Everybody's hitting me up, man. Everybody's hitting me up. Everybody's hitting me up, man. That it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Much shout out to Richie Raider for the $5 super chat. Shout out to you, brother. The Raider Nation, the Raider YouTube content creators is live. Docs just went live. Graphic just went live. Wi-Fi Willie just went live. You know, Raider Ben uploaded a video. Bigger and Bradder Sports Network is live. Raid the Tape is live. All the Raiders YouTubers are live, man. And I can't, and I know everybody's probably going to go to Doc's joint and talk about it. Did I want Gruden gone? Yes. I wanted him gone as a football coach, not as a racist. Did I want him gone now? Probably. This is insane for what I've heard of him, man. And some things you just can't do, man. You really have to watch what you say. You really have to watch what you say in today's society. All right, Scholar Center, thank you for the $5 super chat. Really do appreciate that, brother. He said, 1, is our season over? 2, who would be our head coach? Our interim head coach would be Gus Bradley. That's what I'm thinking. Our interim head coach will be Gus Bradley. I don't think our season is over. We still have 12 weeks of football. And, you know, the Raider Nation, I know a lot of Raider Nation are leaving my chat to go to a lot of people. Listen, do it. Because everybody's going to have their personal opinion on it. Because I have mine. So, I mean, it sucks. It really sucks as a Raiders fan that our head coach has to go after 5 weeks because of this bullshit. It's pure bullshit. It's pure bullshit. And I am shocked. I was not expecting him to be gone right now. I was not expecting it. Shout out to Richie Raider for another $5 super chat. He said, Mike Mayock for head coach? No. No Mike Mayock for head coach. No. I was laying down in my bed and this happens. I am totally shocked about this, but it is what it is, man. Once the extra emails came out, I was like, okay, Gruden might be gone by the end of the night. And the Raider Nation, listen, y'all could go over to other YouTube channels and do whatever, but I wanted to bring it to you here first about Jon Gruden, man. Next year, we have to see who we bring in next year. But right now, I think the only person that you could really put as the interim head coach is Gus Bradley. That's the only person that you can really put in. You can't, I mean, next year you could look at Josh McDaniels. You could look at the Bull. You could look at a lot of things. All right, so here is what Ian Rappaport had to say, y'all. I'm about to play it. This is what Ian Rappaport had to say. I'm gonna play it on my phone because I can't get it on my Bluetooth right now.
Tom, it's hard to believe that Jon Gruden could have continued after tonight. And from what I understand, the NFL actually sent over the contents of these emails to the Raiders on Friday, waiting for them to act, wanting to see how they would respond to the really disgusting emails sent by their coach, who, as of the time of the emails, was not actually their coach. At this point, he was working for ESPN. It was, of course, about a decade ago. The Raiders did not act. And then, of course, we saw the more emails published today, a couple hours ago by the New York Times, more disgusting language, more racist remarks and homophobic remarks from Jon Gruden.
I can't play the music. But because I don't want to get copyrighted, but it's, man, I don't even know what to say, man. They waited 10 years to put that out. Somebody, in my opinion, had to pay whoever it was that exposed. Somebody paid this person to put out these emails? I don't think it's 7. I don't think the season is over, man. I don't think the season is over. I don't think the season is over. We got to figure out how can the Raiders face adversity after this. That's the thing. We got to see how the Raiders can face adversity after this. I don't think the season's over. We got 12 weeks left. We got 12. People think it's over because John Gruden is gone. I don't think so. It's 12 weeks, man. It's 12 weeks. What that's 4, 8, 12, about 3 to 4 months left. I don't know. But me personally, can we check car emails? I don't know, man. I don't think we're starting all over again. I don't think we are. I think that they did. I can't even explain it, man. Just because John Gruden gone doesn't mean we don't have the players anymore. The thing is this, though. We have to, as a team, we have to come together. Strap up the cleats, get on the field, and ball out. That's all we can do. Instability leads to inability, but think about it, man. Y'all really, no matter what time of the year that you put out something into the world, don't think it's going to make this a lesson learned for anybody. I don't think the season's over. I don't think the season's over. And y'all can feel what y'all want. I'm still going to live stream. I still might pick the Raiders to win games. I don't think the season is over. I don't think the season's over. Y'all can say what y'all want. I don't think the season's over. Y'all can say what y'all want. It's 12 weeks in this football team. We're 3-2, and we're second in the division, and we just got to show up and ball out. We cannot make this as a distraction anymore. I don't think the season is over. I don't think so. The players still have to go play. The players still have to go play. It's 12 weeks, man. Do you think what could cause the players to have such of a bad game on Sunday? I don't know. I really don't know. It's easier said than done, bro. I understand that, but sometimes this is the thing about football, y'all. Y'all making it seem like John Gruden died. Y'all making it seem like a player passed away. Y'all making it seem like he lost his life. Yes, he probably lost his job. He stepped down. He didn't get fired. He stepped down. We still have to play football. Like, sometimes you have to move forward in things. And yes, John Gruden made a mistake. But at the same time, it came back and bit him in the ass 10 years later. It's just some shit you just don't say. The Wall Street Journal put it out first. So, him stepping down, I mean, I can't even, listen, I'm only going to be on here for like an hour. Him stepping down, it's bigger than this now. You know why he stepped down? Because these emails is true. It's sad to say. Do I think he's a racist? No. Do I think he says some things about gay people and women and stuff like that? Yes. But I don't think he's racist. But do I think he probably put racial stuff in these emails? Possibly. I don't know. I'm just giving you my personal opinion on it. It's just some things you don't do, and it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. That's why social media is a cancer for every professional athlete and professional coach. This is why I feel that social media just need to be for the fans and not for professional athletes and professional coaches, because you just don't know what you're going to say into the world. People are going to screen record. People are going to screenshot. People are going to do things to bring you down, and this is exactly what happened to John Gruden. Social media is a cancer for everyone. Social media that's why if you follow me on Spotlight Raiders Talk, you see that I really don't post much. I really don't post much on there. I barely post on Twitter, because you know why? It's always somebody's watching, somebody's screenshotting, somebody's screen recording. You really have to watch what you say in today's world. No matter if you said it back in 1989, I bet you somebody got something from the back in the 1990s. I bet you. I don't think the season's over. What I do think is, I think Gus Bradley is a type of coach, which I kind of disagree with some of his defensive schemes, but I feel like Gus Bradley can lead this football team to the rest of the season. Screenshots can work in an email. See, that's the thing about an email too. You don't even have to screenshot emails. If you do screenshot emails, that's fine, but you can forward it to other people. That's the problem. You can forward it to other people. And I wanted him fired at the end of the season if he didn't produce as a Raiders head coach. I wanted him gone at the end of this season if he didn't produce. You get what I'm saying? But he's stepping down for something that's not even football related, about emails that he sent out. Now his livelihood is gone. His job. He stepped down from his job. The Raiders, it's nothing about being woke, hard castle. If you think about it's about being woke, it's not about being woke. It's just something you just can't put out into the world and say. After what's all's going on, emails are considered a legal document. That's exactly what it is. You just can't put certain things out into the world and think it's going to be covered up and think it's not going to pop back up. Look what's happening to Deshaun Watson. Look what's happening to Deshaun Watson. Look what happened, even though Antonio Brown had his situation. People keep stuff. So what you put out into the world and you say on social media, motherfuckers is going to screenshot, motherfuckers is going to screen record, motherfuckers is going to say whatever. They're going to say it. What I am happy about is that the Raiders still have to play football. That's what I'm happy about. But so you see the teams when Gus Bradley being the head coach was horrible. Last time Greg Olsen called plays offensive was horrible. How is this season not over, bro? Because sometimes, listen, the season is not over. 12 weeks. You just never know. Things can happen. Things can happen. We can go on a streak, a winning streak. We could go on a losing streak. It really depends how the players respond. If the players didn't respond to Gruden, how would they respond to Olsen and Bradley? The only person I really do, right now the interim head coach is Gus Bradley. You're just going to have to deal with it. I don't see any news about that, him being the new head coach. I don't see any news on that. What you mean? What? The whole thing is just out of whack with me, because I didn't want him to resign. I wanted him fired. I wanted him fired because of the lack of production as a football coach, not as something that he did 10 to 12 years ago. He's resigned, not fired. We still have tons of talent on this football team. We can't go out and get a head coach right now. So you got to put somebody in there as the interim head coach for right now. You're going to have to do it. I don't think he wants to be, but listen, something's going to have to give. Somebody's going to have to be the interim head coach, or they do this by committee. They do this by committee. I didn't want it to go out this way. I didn't. And I'm going to be honest. Even though I couldn't stand Gruden and his play calling, how conservative he is, and all of that, but I don't think the season is over. I'm still going to cover the Raiders. I'm still going to live stream the games every Sunday or every Monday or every Thursday, whatever time that we play. And I'm going to believe. I kind of believed in his team. Don't get me wrong. They could piss us the hell off. They could piss us the hell off. But at the same time, man, it's shocking. I don't think it has nothing to do with a Raiders thing. Because he did this when he wasn't with the Raiders. And I don't think this is a Raiders thing. This is a personal vendetta against Jon Gruden. Issue, I don't see that yet. Until I see it from Ian Rappaport or see it from somewhere else, I don't see that news. That Rich, whatever his name is the new head coach. I don't see no news on that yet. You can't even afford a pay stub to you can't even afford a pay stub to people. You can't do nothing. Send me it. I have not listened until I hear from NFL.com, until I hear from Bleacher Report, until I hear from Ian Rappaport, before I hear from any of these new analysts. Please tell me. I don't. Okay, so now it just came out. Now I'm just getting it. Because I'm not watching Monday Night Football. I don't care. I don't watch Monday Night Football. So they didn't make Gus Bradley the new head coach. Okay. Okay, I see it now. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Rick Pasaka? Out of Pasaka? I said how you pronounce his name? Let me look up a little bit about him. Because I didn't even know who he was on this staff. All right, so let's look up his accolades. So right now, let's look him up. So, okay, Adam Schefter just tweeted that he's expected to replace Jon Gruden as the interim head coach. All right, let's look him up. Another old guy. He has 18 years of experience coaching. He's in his 38th year of coaching. He entered his fourth season with the Silver and Black. He came in with Jon Gruden. He spent 7 years together with Tampa Bay back in 2002-2008. He resumes 19 seasons of experience as a special teams coordinator. The Dallas Cowboys, San Diego Chargers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last season, he continued to mentor exceptional performances on all faces of the special teams, leading the way as the third-year Daniel Carlson, who put one of the most finest seasons as a kicker in team history. And, he got A.J. Cole here. He coached Max Crosby to a special teams player of the week honors. in the season finale after blocking 2 field goal attempts to preserve their victory over the club. Okay, so I just want to know how he's going to respond. I just want to know how he's going to respond and how he's going to respond as the head coach. I don't think Gus Bradley wanted it. I don't think Olsen wanted it. It's a tough call, man. It's a very tough call to see this happen. This is what I'm saying, White Tyson. This is a personal vendetta. This don't have nothing to do with the Raiders. This is a personal vendetta to Jon Gruden. He must have pissed somebody off, or somebody is pissed off and got paid to leak these emails. Bradley is not taking his place. I don't think it's sabotaging the Raiders. I don't think it's sabotaging the Raiders. This is a personal vendetta. This don't have nothing to do with him as a coach. This is a personal vendetta that somebody wanted to ruin his livelihood. And that's exactly what happened. This don't have nothing to do with football. Nothing. Yes, it might be something to do with football as us having a head coach. It might be that. But at the same time, I feel that somebody was like, okay, Jon Gruden is doing this. He's making all this money. We about to fuck his life up. It's something personal. It's something personal about this, why Jon Gruden resigned instead of him getting fired. People can say what they want, but ESPN is not going to get the much heat. That's the problem. ESPN is not going to get the much heat, man. It sucks. It sucks. But we just gotta believe, man. All right, so here we go. We got a statement from Jon Gruden. We have a statement from Jon Gruden. And he says, and I quote, "I have resigned as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and I do not want to be a distraction. Thank you all players, coaches, staff, and fans of the Raider Nation. I'm sorry and I never meant to hurt anyone." That is the statement from Jon Gruden, according to Ian Rappaport. That is the statement for Jon Gruden. He said, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. I have, and I quote, "I have resigned as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and I do not want to be a distraction. Thank you all players, coaches, staff, and fans of the Raider Nation. I'm sorry and I never meant to hurt anyone." That's he's no longer a coach in the NFL, not because of his productivity as a football coach, but as what he said when he wasn't a football coach. This is when you have to think back on things. Yes, I didn't like Gruden. I was not a Gruden fan. I wasn't. But do I want somebody's job taken for something that's non-football related? No. If it's non-football related, I think he should have kept his job. But he made a mistake. And the only way I thought Jon Gruden was going to be out of a job because of football production. But shout out to Tyson for the $5 super chat. He said, well, you got what you wanted. Let's see how it plays out, regardless how you feel about it. For how you feel about him, he's the best. This is the best Raider roster I've seen in 20 years. Say what you want to say, Tyson. I didn't get what I wanted. Like I said before, if you got an issue with me, hit me up on Spotlight Raiders Talk. And I'm going to tell you, I said Gruden should play out the rest of the year. He should have played out the rest of the year. If he didn't produce as a head coach, as a football coach, then I wanted him gone. But did I want him gone in this way that it was non-football related? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I did not want him to go out this way. I wanted him to go out as a football coach, not something that's non-related to football. I wanted him gone because as a football coach, what he was producing on the football field, not because what he put in a bunch of text messages or emails. I didn't want him gone for that. So please don't get my words mixed up. Please do not get my words mixed up. But it's a tough call. I'm gonna be on here for another 5 or 6 minutes because this is mind-boggling, man. This is ridiculous. The whole chat was saying fire Gruden, but Gruden didn't get fired. Like, this is the shit that pissed me off. Gruden didn't get fired. He stepped down as the Raiders coach. He didn't get fired. He stepped down as the Raiders coach. And we know why he stepped down. It's because of the emails, not because of football related. Like, come on. Y'all really have to, do I have to say it in slow motion? It's a non-football vendetta. Somebody has something against Gruden, and they pulled those emails out the rabbit out their ass and got what they wanted. Don't have nothing to do with football. Damn, man. Y'all have to pay attention to things. Y'all really have to watch and observe shit. If he steps down, you don't have to pay him. He stepped down. It's not all about football. Whoever did this is a personal vendetta that hates Gruden behind the scenes. He didn't get fired, though, Dominique Five. He stepped down. I just read the quote. He said he steps down as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach. I don't know. I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens at this point. I don't know what happens. But we still have to root for our team. We still have to root for our team. We still have to support our team, even though John Gruden is gone. If 451 Raider, Gus Bradley's not the interim head coach. Sorry to tell you. He's not the interim head coach. He's not. Right here, it says it. Rick Pasquia, I don't know how to say his name, will be named the interim head coach after Gruden's resignation. He is the special teams coordinator. He is the special team coordinator for the Las Vegas Raiders. Gruden hired him when he came in to the Las Vegas Raiders back in 2018. That's a fact. 514 Raider, that's a fact. It's a fact. ESPN reported it. Adam Schefter reported it. Ian Rappaport reported it. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. I'm just going to say Coach Rich. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Coach Rich. Woo! Wow. You know, The Raiders now, listen, we got a day. Listen, we gotta focus on football now, ladies. I was not expecting to go live tonight. This is 2 lives in one night. I was not expecting to go live. But make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. This is I don't know. I think if we would have won the game, I think he still would have resigned. Because this don't have nothing. This is what y'all need to listen to, man. And I'm going to say this one more time because I feel like y'all being illiterate right now. I feel like y'all really not understanding what I'm saying. Even if we beat the Chicago Bears yesterday, even if we did, right? It wouldn't have made a difference because this is a personal, non-football related vendetta. This is exactly what it is. People fail to realize that this don't have nothing to do with football. This is a personal vendetta. Somebody hated John Gruden's guts and pulled the rabbit out the hat. That's exactly what happened. This is payback. It is pure payback. And all right, let me see. I'm trying to see now. Give me 1 second. I didn't hear nothing about James Bond dying. Did he? It's just sad. I feel bad for Card. I feel bad for this football team. I really thought Gruden was going to finish the season out. That's what I really thought. I really thought that he was going to finish the season out, and he didn't. And then it doesn't matter why he's gone. Let's move on. I don't know if they hated John Gruden. I didn't know if ESPN hated John Gruden or not. But the Raider Nation is live, y'all. And I'm not going to be on here too long. I'm going to be on here for the next 3 minutes because I brought the news first before everybody else went live. I get what you're saying, why his emails and not other coaches. It definitely seems like a focused attack. I can't imagine he's the only coach doing this. I don't know if the only coach is doing this. I think it's somebody that he knows. I think it's somebody that he knows that they sent those emails to whoever it was. I really have to. It don't have. Listen, it's no more crying about Gruden's play calling or nothing like that. I understand that, but for him to step down for something that's not football related, it sucks. It sucks. I would have been happy if he would have got fired at the end of the season. I said, let him play out the season. If he could get us to the playoffs, he stays. If he doesn't get us to the playoffs, he loses his job. That's where I was at with it for the longest. I even said it last year. So, I mean, it's not football related. It's messed up that this happened. And it's tough, man. It's tough to see your coach go in a fashion that has nothing to do with football. I understand he would have resigned if we were 0-4 or 0-5 or 1-4. If we had a losing record, I would understand if he would have resigned after that. But he resigned for something that had nothing to do with play calling, had nothing to do with the players. It had something to do with him behind closed doors that we didn't know about. And people need to realize that. We lost a coach over something that he didn't even do inside of the organization. It sucks. It really, really sucks, y'all. I would expect him to be gone going into next season. I expected Mark Davis to fire him next season. And that didn't happen. John Gruden has stepped down as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach. It sucks, man. It sucks. These emails really is hold up, Roy. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute, Roy. I read the article, Roy. He said more than just some racial slurs, bruh. He said a lot of stuff that you just can't say. And people, this is why I say for social media, you really have to watch what you say. You really have to watch what you put out there into the world. You really have to watch what you say to people in this world. No matter if it was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 months ago, it's always going to be somebody keeping emails, screenshotting, screen recording, doing everything to take you down. And this is exactly what happened to John Gruden. They did whatever they did to take John Gruden down by bringing these emails up. It was years ago. I can understand. It was years ago, and I agree with you. But this is why social media is a cancer to us. This is why social media is a cancer. It's a cancer. Why you think I don't really post like that on the Spotlight Raiders Talk? I tell y'all to follow me. Y'all might see me in the stories, but I don't put nothing out there in the world for people to, people to screenshot or screen record. Let them talk bad about us on the game, man. We have to ignore all that noise now. You have to ignore all the noise now and focus on football. Because it's going to be mad media in Las Vegas that's talking about this. I know it is. But we have to block out the noise. We have to block it out now. This doesn't represent the Raiders organization, but you're going to hear so many questions in this week's presser. You're going to hear so many questions. Oh my God, you're going to hear so many questions. It's time to move on. It's time to get back to focusing on the Denver Broncos. And we got to ignore the media, man. We got to ignore the media. But I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in to this live stream. I'm going to hop on everybody's live, try to go to Graphics Live, try to go to Sanjit's live, try to go to everybody's live, man. This is not about football, y'all. People need to realize this. This is not about football. This is a personal vendetta that somebody was out for John Gruden. They was out for him. They said, oh, y'all not going to get rid of him now. I'm going to put out more emails and make sure y'all get him out of here and force him to step down. And that's exactly what these people did. That's exactly what these people did. Because they have nothing else to do in life but ruin people's lives. I understand you get fired for being a head coach. You putting a bad product out there on the field. Understand you step down if we're 0-5. Understand if you step down if we're 1-4. I understand that. But this man lost his job for something that he did 10 years ago, and somebody hated John Gruden's guts. That's exactly what it is. Urban Meyer's on his way out too, as the Jaguars head coach. He should be out too. If you're going to go out and fire John Gruden or have John Gruden step down from the Raiders, get rid of Urban Meyer as well. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Thank y'all for tuning in to the breaking news. Breaking news. John Gruden has resigned as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It's the Spotlight Raiders Talk. See you on the next live stream or in the next video. Have a good night. and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.